Heavy load. Heavy load.
Welcome to Emoji's Home Production. Today we want to have a little debate about the LGBTQI trending issue in Ghana this week. So basically what we are trying to do is that we want to understand from the intellectual point of view and then looking at the Christian point of view as well, whether or not this should be approved. Hi,
Hello,
how are you?
I'm fine and you?
Alright, I'm also fine. So this morning, I just want to take your thoughts on the trending issue in Ghana, which is LGBTQ, whether or not we should approve it in Ghana or whether or not it should be encouraged. Now, the debate is that government shouldn't legitimate it, but per our constitution or per what we be practicing, it is clear that Ghana is a secular country, which means that we don't have a particular religion. Therefore, LGBTQ shouldn't be something that should worry us if we are truly a secular country. So there have been calls by government officials and religious officials as well that LGBTQ office, which has been open recently, should be closed and all that. I would like to pick your thoughts on this issue and what you think about it, whether or not it should be approved or not.
First of all, I'd like to begin by saying that we all have our individual rights as to who we choose to associate with, who we choose to love, and who we do not choose to love. And with rights come responsibilities as well. And then I think with the whole LGBT community in Ghana, in Africa at large, it's more or less going to become imperative that we legitimize it, that we take a closer look at the issues that are arising now and handle it or sort it out right now before it gets aggravated as time goes on. And as to whether we should legitimize it, I think it's in the hands of the people basically, because there are certain groups of people that are neither Muslim or Christian, and I mean these two groups would definitely frown upon lesbianism, homosexuality and all of that because it's not part of their religious doctrine. But then again, they're also part Ghanaians, they're also people. So I think that with this particular issue, the whole country needs to bring out their voices on it as to whether we want it as a whole, not just a group of people.
Are you speaking as a Christian?
I'm a Christian, but I am not allowing my Christianity to sort of make me biased on this subject, because what if there were a group of people somewhere that frowned upon my Christianity, that didn't think my Christianity was right? I mean, that would be unfair, saying that, okay, because this person thinks that what I'm doing is wrong, I cannot be free to practice my Christianity as and when and how I would like it to be. So in this case, I think that the whole Ghana should come together and vote on it. I don't know whether it's going to be some sort of a referendum or something, but then we should vote on it as a whole so that in case anything happens, nobody is going to stand somewhere and say that, okay, these particular group of people voted on it, so like we weren't part of the decision-making process, so we are not going to involve ourselves in that. We need to come together as a whole and then vote on this issue, because if it's not dealt with now, it's going to become aggravated, because the whole world is giving lesbians and gay people their rights. They are allowing them to get married, have children and all of that. So I think it's time Ghana dealt with it.
Alright, thank you very much for your time.
You're
We'll see you
welcome.
next time. Hi. Issue. Keeping in mind that Ghana is a secular country, which means that we are neither a Christian country or an Islamic country. So what do you think should be the way forward?
Well, let me start with the office that was put aside before we come to the practice. and my objective view on the issue.
Okay.
First of all, I have a feeling that the laws or the legal aspect of Ghana does not really have a confident say on its stance on the LGBTQ. We don't have a confident say on it. Therefore, there is no need for them to put the office there. I feel before they put the office there, they should push further, okay, to Parliament to make sure the laws governing it is clear on it before they put those offices. Because putting up the office there, whether it's legal or it's not legal, we don't know. So if the laws are clear on it, then they can be able to establish the office over there. But if you have no idea of how illegal it is, whether legal or not, or the stance of the law does not really say much about it, then it's compulsory for us to look at it before the office is being established. That's what I feel.
Okay, so talking in terms of morality, what do you think should be done?
Well, the issue of morality, the moral aspect of countries differs. Okay, for instance, if you look at Africa and Ghana for that matter, it's a whole thing that is different because our moral aspect depends on our tradition and our culture and who we are as human beings. When we go to other countries, whether we consider things which are moral, other countries may consider it that, oh, this is not moral. So for morality, it's different on the grounds of your country, and therefore we can't argue this on morality.
Okay, so on your what is your personal view?
Well, I'm a Christian, but for Christian, I don't want to be biased towards it because many a times people feel I'm a Christian, therefore this is wrong, this is right. But we must know and understand that countries are not governed by Bible, they're not governed by Quran, they are governed by Constitution. So, from my point of view, the law should look at it, and any conclusion that they come out of it, I have no problem with it. Even if it's against my Christianity objective about it, I have no problem with it. Because if my Christian aspect tells me also that these things are bound to happen, it will definitely happen. And therefore, if God knows it will happen, who am I as human being to try to prevent it? As a matter of fact, God has given us a will. We are not robots. If everybody wants to do what they want to do, and it doesn't affect a personal person or society, it doesn't cause any harm, I think the law should take its aspect of it. But I cannot, even though I'm not in support of it, I cannot stop it. They have to have their way out. But the law should speak to it. I cannot speak from an objective view because I'm a Christian.
Sure. So there has been this trending issue in Ghana about LGBTQI and the establishment currently in Ghana and whether or not it should be legalized or approved. So I want to pick your thoughts on it, whether or not we should legalize this or we should just ignore and let it go on as if no one is looking. What do you think?
Okay, at the moment, unnatural, how do I put it, carnal knowledge is a criminal offense at the moment. But then you are not also disputing the fact that members of the LGBTQ plus exist. So that space being put there for them is to actually outline the fact that yes, indeed, they do exist. Okay, now going back to your question of asking whether they should legalize it, I cannot claim or say that they should legalize it, but I do believe that by them burning down or shutting down or even any form of discrimination towards them is a form of an infringement on their human rights. That is my perspective. That is what I believe in. So I feel that they should just let live. okay, because they are also humans, they are also Ghanaians, and they are also citizens. So hence, if you go and you attack them in any manner, you are also infringing on their basic human rights. Now, according to the law, section 104 of the Criminal Code of Ghana, and talking about the unnatural carnal marriage, this is only about sexual intercourse between men, but not about an attraction of a man to a man or a woman to a woman. It's only about the sexual intercourse. And now that brings me to beg the question: people, even heterosexuals, perform all forms of acts in their rooms alone. So what is the problem, or what is the people's matter, what two concerning or discerning adults are doing in their rooms? That is nobody's business. And when it also comes to cross-dressers, I believe it is part of their rights. So having the space put up by the EU for them, I believe, was a good and grand gesture.
I think